Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to talk about something that is considered to be mubah, or something that is permissible. Many of us, when we think about things that are mubah, we just say, okay, like we just said, it's permissible. It's, neither here nor there. But these issues that are said to be mubah, these issues that have been legislated, and the ruling that they have been giving is that they are mubah, or they're described with ibaha. They're very important. It's not just something that we can do or not do, and it doesn't really matter. It's not like we've grown accustomed to understanding it. So as usual, we're going to go over a definition for this term mubah and try to gain a better understanding of exactly what it is and how we can take advantage of it in our lives as Muslims. Now, the definition that is brought, he explains that it is ما خير الشرع ما خير الشارع المكلف بين فعله وتركه ولا يلحق المدح الشرعي ولا الذم بمجرد فعله أو تركه. Step by step. As you see, if you've been following along with the other ahkam that we've done, this ahkam is different from the beginning to the end. Or this hukum, rather, is different from the beginning to the end. You see that here, he explains that it is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you the choice in. He gave you the choice on whether or not you want to actually do this action or you don't want to do this action. So yes, it's something that is permissible. You can do it or leave it off. And it says that there is no legislated madh or no legislated praise for doing it or carrying out this action. And it is no legislated blame for just leaving off this action just because of the fact that it's an action. So how does this affect us? There are a lot of things, many things out there that you can decide, okay, I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. What types of food you want to eat. For the most part, what types of clothes, or what I should say what color clothes you want to wear for the most part. What order you want to read your books in. There are a lot of things that are just mubah. You can do them or you can leave them off. We have a certain book over here. Do you want to read it or don't you want to read it? You're going to pick it up and open it, or you're going to put it on the shelf. All of this is mubah. There are actions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He left it up to you. Either you can do it or you don't do it. Just for the fact that it's done or not done, there is no reward, or maybe I should say that there is no praise or there's no blame for leaving it off. Now, there is something that you do need to understand about these issues that are mubah, because there are very many. And this is what he says next. He says, فَإِنْ اُقْتَرِنَ الْفِعْلِ أَوْ التَّرْكِ بِالنِّيَّةِ الصَّالِحَةِ فَيُثَابَ عَلَى نِيَّتِهِ. He's explaining here that if you take one of these actions that are mubah, as we all say, it's just permissible. We can do it or leave it off. But if you put this action together with a good niyyah, that you're doing it to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you put it together with a good niyyah, or a good intention, that you get a reward for actually carrying out this action. or if you put leaving it off together with a good intention, you're doing it to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to follow the sunnah of the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, even though you don't have to do it, or even though you don't have to leave it off. But if you do it with this good intention, then it makes you I guess we can say it makes you eligible. I guess that'd be the best word I could possibly think of. It makes you eligible for some type of reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, as he says here, it's because of the fact that you've done it and you put it with this good intention. Whether it be the fi'l or the action being done, or its tark, or the fact that you left it off. So this is the thing that I wanted to get to from the beginning. That this leaving these things off and doing these actions, even though it's just something that's mubah, as we say, is permissible, it doesn't matter this way or the other, we can make it matter with our actions and gain a closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah gain His reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to those things that He is pleased with and keep us away from those things that He is displeased with. Ameen, ameen, Allahumma ameen. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.